as they get set to take over here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now, this secondary probably thought that they were done with having to cover Stephon Diggs. He, of course, spent 5 seasons with NFC North rivals Minnesota before the move to Buffalo in the offseason. So now this defense faces him again.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The Bills ball carry.
If you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
His kick is good.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll drop here to throw. And right away, he lost the football. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 39. Big play that time on the catch and run. 43 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the second active leading rusher in the NFL, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
on 2nd and 15 now. Stafford, his throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First carry here for Tywan Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. That's out to the left and complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Christian Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And that'll set him back 5. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. He's back to throw here to start the drive. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
They started this drive with terrific field position.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Made at the 25-yard.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And that, my friend, is something you don't see maybe once a season. A 0-yard return pick six.
Yeah, you get the points without having to do the maximum effort run. But what a great play. Batting it up in the air and going up and getting it and creating a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Lions 21. Bills.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Open man is Galladay, complete. A nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But, boy, I like what they're doing so far at 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 26-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throw here by Allen complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
At the 10-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They get this out left, and this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs, and the Bills get a bit closer. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And at the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, but it'll be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Stafford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Ford Field. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Stafford on first down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Ed Oliver able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they get a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Down at the 23-yard line.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Allen's pass complete to Taiwan Jones. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A quick toss outright. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The Bills ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called. And then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw for Galladay. It's going to be... Now he's stripped. He lost the football. Danny Amendola. He's going to go. And the Detroit Lions hit Bader.
Danny Amendola.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Plater. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he stopped immediately there. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. That's out to the left and complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 31 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
He stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to...
And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. He hits Beasley right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
His throw incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. Here now, Roberts. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Lions 7.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He was brought down by Trey.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Finding Knox there, complete.
Complete to Dawson.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st down, Singletary. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That was the veteran Jamie Collins busting through to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
16 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. call is one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made it. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up on the off-right corner, Josh Norman.
Stafford's pass.
And that gives...
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Ford Field. Taken in the end zone. Decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. Their own 20-yard line.
Don't try my patience. I'm gonna go out one for the sake. Boy, there's nothing left. I'm gonna run to the bed until they are.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. first down. Here's a run with Peterson. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Detroit. Adrian Peterson. 56 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
On 1st down, Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
Okwara brought him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 36-yard line.
From the 36, Allen. And it is incomplete here. And this one too low.
For Stephon Diggs. Incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
7 yards to go.
To the air, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. That is caught. at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throw here by Allen, complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Allen now on third and goal. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you're thinking the 14-play drive, you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainy.
Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bears. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nine. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 44 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he found it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not
not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
At the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd down, Peterson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 1st and 10 here. If they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game and a half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. The All-Pro corner It's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's Allen. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Midfield, here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
The 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st down, Stafford here. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Buffalo set to get the football back here
at their own 29-yard line.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Allen, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Bills 24. Lions.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to float this one deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to
Isaiah McKenzie, 71 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. He'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. This thing's going to work for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run on first down. Peterson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. He'll drop this down to Peterson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trent Murphy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On 4th down, Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Good. Makes the score Bills 31, Lions 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Made at the 25-yard.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. On first down, Peterson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
Throwing is Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Got some real estate inside the 30. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James.
That's
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And now out come the Bills. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the 2nd-year running back. It's Devin Singletary. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 75 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you.
And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
At the 39-yard line.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go right back to Singletary. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. This is out quickly to the right. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. After nearly 18 yards per catch, that ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes. Bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down. Stafford. This throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So on everything here, this one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team right.
No doubt about it.
And this carries into the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Allen. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Tracy Walker on the tackle. Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things. At the 25. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He sets up the screen to Jones. He finds an opening past the 40, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete.
Allen's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
And it's 3rd down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 26 yards. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is good.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
The score, Bills 7, Lions nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
This funny partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same. It's true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back to the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Bills 7, Lions nothing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7. Matt Prater
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. So here come the Bills out for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
The ball carrier.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
With the number 3 overall pick, the Detroit Lions zeroed in on Ohio State corner Jeff Okudah, who is now one of 11 corners to go in the first round out of Ohio State since 1999. And since the Lions play man defense almost all the time, it plays exactly into his skill set. What a big year he had last year. Great confidence, rarely takes a false step, and he will tackle in the run game.
He's across
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Peterson, the ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They get into the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. John Brown, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. 54 yards, and the Bills have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. So they will go for it. Stafford get out to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. First tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And he fires one. It's intercepted. Jordan Poyer. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Allen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. That catch good for only a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Allen to throw once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Johnson able to pick it. Buffalo's set to get the football back here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A 57-yard gain. First down, Buffalo.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Jordan Poyer on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 7.
They run again with Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Peterson on the carry.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the
On first down, it's Peterson, and he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford, he'll get this one to Golladay. Inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Teron Johnson able to pick it. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. Now on the left side is Brown.
Allen's pass.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
John Brown with the reception. What a year he had in 2019. Had his first 1,000-yard season since 2015 and had the most catches in his career as well with 72. A very dangerous target both downfield and in the short areas where he can make the catch and make people miss.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Here's Allen to throw it. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs. No one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield. The guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
2nd and 10. At the Lions' 27-yard line.
Singletary again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back down at Ford Field. It's the Bills with the lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead believe the rug gets pulled from right underneath him on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This is where you count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous stop, but make it very difficult for them to get the ball in.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
On the coverage.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll drop here to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Stafford now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Stafford. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They Bills are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Allen to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
44-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something."
My goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.